Hey guys, and thanks for coming back to watch another video. Today will be a little show and tell about all of my products that I'm using in my hair currently. I've divided them into two groups. I've got my hair care and how I keep my hair healthy and all that stuff. And I've also got my hair styling and all the products and utensils that I use to make it look the way it does. Also, on a side note, I just wanted to drop a little bomb. Usually I don't brag about followers or anything like that, but I checked my subscriber count the other day and I was gobsmacked to see that I have 4,600 people following me. Oh my gosh. Thought about it in quite a literal sense as well, and I thought, oh my god, if I got 100 people lined up and then times that by 46, that's how many people are watching me. I just was gobsmacked by it. So thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. Anyway, so let's get into my products for today. Okay, so first up I wanted to talk about shampoo and conditioner because I think that's something everybody can, relate to. Everybody needs shampoo, everybody needs conditioner because we all wash our hair, I hope. And if you don't, obviously it's going to be dirty and gross and smelly. So let's have a look at what I use. You've probably seen it before. I whipped it out in a few videos earlier, like probably 2 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, I can't remember how long it was. But I use Bhave shampoo and conditioner. They're ultra hydrating. These were recommended to me by Dale, my hairdresser, after I had my keratin hair treatment done. The good thing about these is they are compatible with keratin hair treatments. Why? Because they have keratin in them. That's what makes it so good. And what the good thing about keratin is it smooths the cuticle and it just helps your hair look better overall. Also, these are sulfate-free. Now, when you're looking for shampoo and conditioner, make sure you do get a sulfate-free one because what sulfate does is strips everything out of your hair, including the natural oils, and if you've got a keratin treatment, it'll also strip that too. So just be very wary. They are quite expensive. These two bottles were $36 each, but I do not mind paying that because the result that I get from them is wonderful. So thank you, Dale. Thank you, Bhave. And let's move on to the next one. Okay, and we have another Bhave product here today. This is the Bhave leave-in cream. I love using a leave-in conditioner. If you've watched my videos from like 6 months ago, I always bang on about using a leave-in conditioner, and I still do. The old one that I used to use was by Garnier Fructus, and I thought it was the bomb, but until I came across this Bhave stuff, oh my goodness, such a difference. This also has keratin in it, so it works really well with my keratin hair treatment that I got. But even if you don't have a keratin hair treatment, it will do you justice. When I use this, I use it when I get out of the shower. So I'll, get out with wet hair, do a little towel dry, put about $1 coins worth on my hand, and then run it through the ends because that's where my hair dries out the most. Usually my roots are great because that's where all the oil, starts out from my head. And yeah, just using a leave-in conditioner will keep that nice and moist. Now, something else that I use with my leave-in conditioner after I get out of the shower is a argan oil. In my last hair care video, I was using an argan oil by the brand called Hask. I still really like that argan oil. It worked really well in my hair, but I just can't seem to find it since I got back to Australia, so I've had to bite the bullet and buy something else. So I've got this Loreal argan oil here. It's Moroccan, I think, and it works. It does the trick. It's not the best one that I've ever used. I am looking into the Muck one. Muck have just brought out a argan oil, which I've heard is very good. So I'm going to give that one a tester once I finish this bottle. But this guy was 25, and you know what? It does its job. It's not fantastic, but it does its job. Okay, next in the hair care department, this is probably the main thing that keeps your hair healthy, especially if you straighten or blow dry your hair regularly. You definitely, please people, invest in a heat protectant spray. This one here is by Sebastian Trillant. Another recommendation from Dale. This one was very expensive though. It was like $40 for this one, but it is super good. It acts like a barrier and it protects the hair from any heat damage, which, if you use a lot of things on your hair, that's kind of what you want. The one that I used to use was Pantene Heat Protection Serum, which I thought was amazing at the time, but it's actually shit. So do not buy the Pantene one. If you can't afford the Sebastian Trillant one, that's alright. There's plenty of them on the market. You can find something else that works for you. But always ask a hairdresser, I would say, because you don't want to go ruining your own hair. Okay, so let's move into styling now. That's all of my hair care taken out. That's how I keep it looking healthy. And now we're going to talk about how I get it looking the way it does, sometimes. First product that I have in my little box is a it's a gel, it is, by Schwartzkopf Got2be Ultra Glued. I used this one in all of my slick back hair tutorials that I've done. When it comes to hair gel, I really hate the wet look for myself. I personally don't think it looks very good, so I like to have something that looks a little bit more dry, which exactly what this does. And when I slick it back, it makes it nice, stiff, but it doesn't look too wet. And when my hair's done, I don't really like people to touch it, so you can't really even tell that it's stiff. But yeah, this one works really well for me. Hair gels is not really my thing, so I'm kind of glad that I found something that works. If you have any recommendations, let me know. Next thing on the styling list is this little tiny can of hairspray that I got from Tresemme. I actually got it from the BP, but the brand is Tresemme. Thing with hairspray is I've been playing around with hairdos lately, big hairdos. I've been taking advantage of my volume. If you can see it here and here. When I've been playing around with these hairstyles, I have noticed that I need something to hold it there without actually having to smoosh it through, so hairspray is a great option. I'm not really a hairspray expert. I just sort of grabbed the first one that I could find and something that was going to do me for what I was needing to do, which this was perfect for. It was like $3. And it's a number 4 for hold. So I'm down with that. The next thing on the styling list would be a roundy brush. Duh. These things are a new addition to my collection. I didn't know how friggin' fantastic they were until like 2 weeks ago. And they actually are very good for controlling the direction of what you want your hair to go when you are blow drying it, which is amazing because like usually if I just let it dry or I blow dry it normally, it would just go this big fuzzball, but this little piece of whatever you call it, freaking, it gets it going in the way. If I want it to go forward, it goes forward. If I want to go sideways, it goes sideways. If I want to go to back, it just goes back. Love this. So make sure you invest in one of them if you blow dry your hair. $3. Bargain. Alright, and last but not least on my styling list is my favourite thing actually. It's my favourite hair care thing that I own, I think. I bought one for my sister for her birthday, and I bought one for myself just because I really wanted one. I've been a hair straightener scab for nearly my whole life. I've never owned one. This is the first one I owned. And it is the new GHD V-opal Styler. Brand newest one that GHD have just brought out. I got this one from Dale as well. Gotta love Dale, she helps me out with everything. It's got a nice new look. It's a pearl colour with black plates, and it's got a little swivel cord so you can twist it around and around and around and around. Bloody excellent hair straightener. Would always recommend a GHD to anybody. The cool thing about GHD is they're not only good for straightening, but they're also a really good curler. I know, a hair straightener that's a curler. Amazing. If you have a look at this photo, this was done with my brand new GHD. And yeah, if you're interested actually in seeing a tutorial on hair curling with a GHD, I'm kind of interested to see if I can wax something together for that, but I've kind of got a priority of lists that I've got going on, so if you want to see it, just make sure you let me know. And yeah, and that's about it for hair care at the moment. That's everything that I'm using. I am looking for like a hair wax that really works for me, because I don't really use much in my hair at all. Unless I'm like going big, then I don't really put anything in it. I like my top knot, I like, you know, I just like plain and simple. But I am looking for a wax, so if anyone has any recommendations, let me know. And that's about it. Also, if you're worried about the pricing of things, don't stress. Like, even if you get one item a week, I guarantee you'll be happier with the results rather than getting your random supermarket brands that, you know, you just get then and there on the spot that aren't really helping your hair. Don't stress out about the money. It took me a while to get hold of all these products. I definitely could not afford to buy them all in one hit. So yeah, if you have any questions about the products that I've shown you today, make sure you just let me know, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Let's keep it growing. Let's get to 5,000 in the next 2 weeks, subscribers that is. And yeah, I'll see you then. Have a really good day, and goodbye! And here we go. I'm all in my drag outfit now. I really am loving rocking this blue wig. We were trying to figure out who I look like. And who is it again?